Welcome back to What's the Story? I am Dan Kennedy, and I am joined today by Caleb and by Sonia from the band Alien Boy. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks.
So this is our second meeting on your promotional tour for the Don't Know What I Am album. Great album. I love it. How has it been for the last 6 months since I saw you last? For Alien Boy.
I mean, not a lot has changed. Like, we kind of already were planning on doing this tour just to get back to the East Coast when we were on that tour.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to play with Daisy because we really like them. So we're just like, whatever, we'll do another one. So now, we've mostly just been writing a lot.
Yeah.
And demoing stuff.
Nice.
But not a lot has changed. We're just kind of like doing the behind the scenes stuff right now.
Yeah. I've been having a lot of fun with that though, because I really love recording.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot more like, I feel like there's been more experimentation, like just kind of making a bunch of demos and like multiple
we've been
versions.
doing like demos in a bunch of different ways with different people
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well,
It's been really
that's
fun.
what people want to know about.
Yeah.
What, the new music. That's what people want to know. So you're working on a full-length album.
Yes.
And when is this going to be out?
We haven't even booked when we're gonna record it.
Okay.
But hopefully next year.
Okay.
We got the songs now.
Okay. So right now you're out on this tour with Glare.
Yeah.
So why should my audience, who loved you guys when I posted your stuff, why should my audience check out Glare?
Oh, it's like all just like this. It's more shoegaze than us, but
Yeah.
it's like the guitar tones are all coming from the same place. We all like the same stuff. We all have the same gear.
Yeah.
The guitars are in the same universe, you know? Just like good, like loud guitar music.
Yeah. We played with them about a year ago,
Yeah.
a little over.
On the Soft Kill tour that we did, we played some shows
Yeah.
with them in Texas. And that's how we met them.
So you Alien Boy is the DIY champion of touring.
You
So
think?
yeah, I think so. What is the best thing about being on tour for this band?
Oh, well, for me, I think that we get along really well. We've known each other for a really long time, and I think it takes that to be around each other for that long.
I think we just have a lot of fun together.
Yeah.
And when we were talking about, doing another tour, even though we were like working on another record, we were like, well, it'll be fun, and we're all saying yes, so we should just do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So since you said that, since you know each other really well, how did Our First Brains pave the way for Alien Boy?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Well,
What was Our First Brains? What was that?
it was me and Caleb and Derek's band, where Caleb and Derek wrote some songs, and our friend Ben and I played drums, and it was kind of like a Joyce Manor-y, pop punky kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really interesting, I feel like for me it was like the first time that I had a band that started doing things, I don't know, like kind of seriously,
did
touring
tours
and
like recorded like a record with somebody that we liked.
Yeah, so it kind of started out being like this kind of, I don't know, like fun, like experiment, like let's do this.
It really felt like when that band started, it was the very classic, like, oh, it's like summer and we're just like playing and working on stuff every day.
Yeah.
Which was so fun. And then we started to, just do touring and stuff. And then it kind of just unraveled and we had to like stop doing it. And then from that, I was like, I just want to do something that I feel a little bit more in charge of. And I started feeling more like right at the end.
Yeah, and I remember like, because Sonia played drums in that band, and like it was kind of interesting because we were all writing songs, and like Sonia had written like a couple songs, and none of them ever came out. Like,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but
that's
like
crazy.
I don't know, like you were always like kind of writing songs, and like I just remember the first time I heard them, I was always like, you have to like do this. You're really good at this.
I was very, very shy.
Yeah, but I think. I don't know. Yeah. We had a really good time. We learned a lot.
Without that band, would Alien Boy exist?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really?
Oh yeah, I think. But like it was, because you were also doing other stuff. Like you and Derek were doing stuff that I was always recording. Like because I was kind of doing like production, engineering stuff, and like there were a bunch of other bands that some of us were in. Like, but I think that was probably where we spent the most time together, like the same people.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it got, like, I think that we got a lot closer being in that band. And I think that if that band didn't happen, I don't know if you would have ended up, like, recording the first Alien Boy stuff. Or being as much a part of it as you are now.
Totally.
Which I never thought about until now. But it's true, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I think that was also a big part of it. Was like in between those two things. Like I was kind of going to college and like getting a job and like kind of busy, and then Alien Voice started happening, and I was like, I gotta come back in there.
Yeah.
I miss doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Caleb,
Yeah.
in your photos, in your photos for the photo shoots for the band, you look very hardcore.
That's amazing.
But meeting and talking to you, you're very soft-spoken.
That is so
and
fun.
kind. So, well, the one thing that I wanted to ask you about your appearance is you're wearing a Husker Du T-shirt in one of your publicity shots. What's your relationship with Husker Du and Bob Mould?
Yeah, I mean, like, I love that band. Yeah. I'm gonna be the first to admit I'm not like a super fan.
Yeah.
I think
it's
that
just an Alien Boy approved T-shirt.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool shirt. My partner got it for me as a gift.
Yeah.
But I love that band, and we played a show with Bob Mould.
Wow.
That was really fun, and I mean, I think that like the first time I heard about Husker Du was from Sonia, like when we were like first listening to music a lot together all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's just like part of the canon of the band. It's like
Definitely.
I think also when we made the first like Alien Boy album, Sonia sent me a bunch of like references for like tone and recordings and like just aesthetics in general, and they were definitely on that list. So
Okay.
Definitely.
Awesome. So, I typically don't like the question of where does your name come from, but I know your name comes from a song from the band The Wipers.
Yes.
Right? So when I posted your interview, the first time we did our interview, I got hit by a couple people that just wanted to talk about this freak Oliver Tree.
Oh yeah.
So
Totally.
what the hell is going on with that dude?
Well, it's like that's just like another artist, right? Who has like a song called Alien Boy.
Oh
and that just, like,
you haven't looked into it?
No,
Oh,
I mean I
you
kind
need
of
to.
have. I don't really know very much about it other than that my mom's always like, I can never find your videos because this one song is like always in front of it.
yeah.
But they were there first. I'm not trying to fight them.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a song that this dude has, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Wild, just not out there.
I don't know if I've actually ever listened to it.
I've heard it like vaguely. Same thing. Like my like grandparents have like one of those like I don't know like smart like Alexa things or something. So they're like always like, can we like try to listen to Alien Boy? And then that usually comes on.
Yeah, totally.
So that's when I've heard it.
Yeah. Don't look for it.
No shade. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, maybe shade. I don't know. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, totally.
How has Portland shaped this band?
Oh, hugely. We were just talking about on the way here. We were listening to New Circle, and immediately on like the first like 5 seconds, we were like, sounds like a Bay Area band. And I was like, no matter how, I think like all of the Smoking Room stuff is some of like the coolest rock music around right now.
Well, you said Portland, right?
No, but I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting there. And that I was like, as hard as I try, I can never get anything to sound like that. But then I was like, we just have a very like specific Pacific Northwest sound, I think, that it's like you can't really escape. And it's just from like, we're all like playing with, I don't know, like the bands that we grew up with and the people that we grew up with playing music and like talking about different stuff. And it's like I still like hang out with a lot of people I've been playing music with for like 15 years and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as the scene goes, it's like, I don't really know exactly what I would say on that, but I think that like a lot of the music that really inspires me is like music from around there, like Unwound and Elliott Smith and Team Dresch and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just kind of darker. Wipers, like poppy music that's just a little bit dark in that way.
I think also like the people that we like learned how to play music from and around, like imparted a lot of that just wisdom and like familiarity.
Definitely.
So, because we were all kind of like, like learning how to play music together too, as like kids, and so, just naturally, osmosis.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I asked you this last time, and I'm going to ask you again.
Okay.
Living, dead, or living dead?
Oh,
Who would you most like to fight?
I panicked last time, and I completely
You
forgot
as well.
about most
Living
like
dead.
to fight. I don't know if I don't know. It's not like I'm, like I think I said this last time. It's not that I'm like not into violence or like conflict. I'm not conflict avoidant, but I'm not really, there's not like a list of people in my head that I would really like to fight. And the people that I do really want to fight, I don't want to I don't need to bring them
Oh
up.
yeah. Okay.
Like personal nemesis. I'm not gonna say that on the interview. No way. Hell no.
I definitely have someone in mind.
Say.
Our guitar player Alex.
Oh.
Yeah. We've always talked about getting in a fight, but it just hasn't happened yet. That was the closest we've come.
Yeah.
That was good.
All right. Caleb and Sonia, thank you so much for joining us today. Leave us your comments below about this band. Let's have a great conversation, and we'll see you next time here on What's the Story.
Thank you.